Hello, welcome back. It is day 3 of our mini binge cleaning series. So I actually started making this video a while back. I was making a how to clean your house after someone has had the flu or a sickness. It was flu season and that was relevant. And now that the coronavirus is in the forefront, as I was making the video, things were just different. It wasn't the same. It felt like I needed to go into more details and focus on all viruses and not so much cleaning, but more of getting into the disinfecting side of it, especially with this coronavirus going around. I'm gonna say sick, but what I mean by that is flu, stomach virus, coronavirus. We're gonna kind of group them all into one. It's all pretty much the same type of cleaning and disinfecting. However, with the coronavirus, you might want to go over the top, especially if you have someone in your home and it being super contagious, and we just don't know a lot about it, but I'm not going to get into that because that's not my expertise. Mine's cleaning, so we'll stick there. So how to clean your home after someone's been sick, while somebody is sick, and to prevent germs and viruses from coming into the house to keep everyone from getting sick. This is just a tip. This is not necessary, but this is just something that I usually do. But I usually put my hair up when I clean, and I wear usually form-fitting clothes so I don't have to worry about shirts falling off or my hair in my face, especially if you have someone in your house who has the coronavirus and you're going to clean and you're like trying to move your hair out of your face, then you're wiping it and you could be exposing it to yourself. So pull that hair up, put it in a bun, put some form-fitting clothes on, whatever you have. Don't forget to wear gloves. That is so important, and hopefully you have gloves. If you don't have gloves, no problem, just keep washing your hands and avoid your face. When I clean my houses, I usually do where I do a level and then another level and then the main level. I will work from the kitchen, leaving a little bathroom towards end so I can use it and clean it before I leave. But all of this is different because we are disinfecting for a sickness. So what I'm going to suggest is if you have someone who is sick, say in this room over here and a bathroom over here, what you want to do is clean all of the other areas first. You want to go with your cleanest areas first and then clean the area that has been the most contaminated so that you're not cross-contaminating with cleaning. I hope that makes sense. Is this necessary? No. But is this a suggestion just for me? Yes. I think that I do switch towels for every room, but if you're grabbing the trash from this room and then you carry it like I do and kind of just have one trash in the middle of the house while you're cleaning everything up, you don't really want to bring any of accidental contamination of those rooms. So clean the other ones first, then hit that room, and then change your clothes, wash your hands, take a shower, and hope that you got everything. Where to start? You know, I don't know if it necessarily matters where you start, but I'm going to give my opinion on where I would start and why. But I would start with first opening all of the windows and doors and get some airflow going in your house. Then I would go to the trash. Now, if somebody has been sick, I would take all of their trash, take it and put it outside first and leave that trash can outside for a while. And then if you can clean outside and clean your trash can there, I would suggest doing that, but weather is a factor, so just leave it outside for a while, let it kind of rest before you go and attack it. After you've removed a lot of the trash, water bottles by nightstands or Kleenexes, things like that, then I would get all of the dishes and go and take them to the sink, maybe fill them up with hot water, or go ahead and do the dishes right then and there and get that dishwasher going if you have a dishwasher. So I like to start typically in the bedroom with taking all of the sheets and bedding and starting those through the wash so that they can be washing and you can be switching the cycles as you're doing the rest of the cleaning the rest of the day. Now, a thing I like to do is keep 2 sets of sheets so that when you're stripping one sheet, you can go ahead right after you're done and put on the second pair of sheets while the other ones are washing, and it just saves having to come back later that night, put the sheets on, and I like a made bed. But if you do not have a second pair of sheets, then yes, this is a great place to start because you want to wash your sheets, let them cycle through and come back and get them on sooner than later. And when you're doing all of your laundry, you want it on the hottest of hot cycles that you can get it on. And a lot of washers actually have a sanitized cycle. And you're also going to want to take all of your bedding, blankets, pillows, everything. And if someone's been sick, you need to clean all of these as well. Also, you can take the time to, at this point, clean your mattresses and your couches. And on your mattresses, there is a way to clean them. I'm not going to get into it today with this video. You see me briefly vacuuming it, lay baking soda all over the mattress and let that sit as long as possible. Just let it sit until you're ready to put those clean sheets back on, and then you just vacuum all that baking soda up. We can clean this way more extensive, but we're not going to do that today. You also want to get all of your clothes picked up, especially if you've had someone be sick. If you have rugs, you want to get those picked up. You also want to grab blankets, throw pillows, throw blankets all over on the couch, your room, bedroom, all of that. And the couch, kind of same thing. You want to vacuum that down, and then you can spray it with Lysol, or you can take it and individually grab the alcohol spray or your disinfectant spray and work spot on spot. I'm not getting into the deep cleaning of it, but if you do have any questions, just comment below. I'd love to help you. And any carpet and spots, if any bodily fluids were to get on the floor or the carpets, you're gonna wanna clean those up too, especially with little kids who can't really help themselves. So you do wanna get all of that up, and right away. Frequently touched surfaces. What you wanna do is get all of your light switches and the area around. Sometimes when you're going to turn a light switch off, you're in the dark or shooting in the dark and you're missed, so you want to actually get around the wall too. Then you want to do your doorknobs going into the house, out of the house, bathroom, bedrooms, every doorknob that gets touched. Handrails for the stairs, all of those need to be disinfected. You want to grab your chairs. If you're going and sitting down for dinner, you're pulling the chairs in and out. Tabletops and surfaces, appliance handles and appliances, but especially the handles and knobs, drawers and cabinets in all of the rooms, especially where things are that you frequently go to, like silverware or your nightstand, cabinet handles and drawers to where your toothbrushes are, things like that. Electronics, I do have a video, which is day 2, how to disinfect your electronics, so go check that out. I'll put it down below, and it goes through how to do it, and it's super satisfying because you can see the difference. And another thing is your floors. Your floors are gonna see a lot if you're sneezing, coughing, everything falls to the floor. So give your floors some loving. And in the kitchen, you want to also clean your countertops and surfaces. And then you want to clean your kitchen sink and the faucet and handles and kind of all around, because water does splatter. And a tip, use the non-abrasive side of your sponge so you do not scratch it. Then I'm going to focus in on really hitting the handle. That's what your hand is going to touch most of the time. That spot is very, very important. With the kitchen fridge, you want to get the handles, not just around the handles, but you want to actually grab the handles and go back and forth on them. See how I'm getting back behind? That's where your little fingers are touching. If you're disinfecting your kids' toys, you can do that in the dishwasher. It's perfect. Just throw them all in there. Just make sure that it's non-electronic, something that has batteries. You don't want to ruin anything. And if they have teddy bears and blankets and things like that, you could push those through the laundry. And of course, your bathroom sink, you'll definitely want to give that a once over and hit some of the items you have around your faucet as well, because you can splatter as you're brushing your teeth. Let this sit there and disinfect. We want to hit our soap dispensers because we will be handling those a lot. So make sure you give those a nice little once over. And your bathroom handle and light switches to your lamps. I have one right by my nightstand. Coffee table. On your coffee table, you want to wipe that down, remove any glasses that you may have used. Your remote especially needs to get hit. Other things to think about would be like your garage and a garage door opener, your entry, putting your purse down and your keys down, which you could, at this point in time with the coronavirus going on, you can clean your keys and your purses, give them a wipe down because you set them up and move them around. So go ahead and hit those too. Take your shoes off at the door. Don't let family members take their shoes and walk throughout the house. Try to keep everything set at the front of the house. And also your thermometer, you want to disinfect that every time you use it so that no other family member goes to grab it and then now they're sick too. With a toothbrush, you can go ahead and put it into a disinfectant of your choice. Right now, I'd say go ahead for the rubbing alcohol. I typically do hydrogen peroxide. I tend to throw mine out and hand everybody out new toothbrushes. I take the old brushes and I throw them through the wash with my cleaning towels. So mine end up going into my cleaning caddies for cleaning houses. But don't forget, if you use it to clean, you need to clean that toothbrush first. Cold and flu medicine or pain relievers that have been used by anyone that's been sick. Don't forget to clean your car, the handles, the steering wheel, things like that as well. Don't forget your jewelry, your rings, wedding bands, watches. I would suggest making sure you plug up the hole of the drain so if you are doing it anywhere near a sink, you don't drop it down the drain. I believe I've hit everything, but there's a good chance I'm missing something. And if I am missing something, will you please comment below that I can add it to the list that I'm putting in the description of places to clean. So if somebody is sick, typically we do try to just stay away from them. But if you have someone who is got the coronavirus in your house and you need to keep them quarantined, you do want to go to a little bit more extreme with this to protect you and everybody else in your family members from getting that from whoever that loved one is that is quarantined into an area. And if you have the ability to have a bathroom designated just for that person, especially if they have the coronavirus, I would suggest leaving them to their own area. Now, if you have small children, I know moms, dads, we can't just leave our children to take care of themselves. So I do urge you to make sure that you are washing your hands and that you are going in there and helping them and keeping it disinfected for them, but also protect yourself because you can't help your little babies if you're not feeling good either. If you only have one restroom and you're all using it, you do need to clean that bathroom every time that person who has been sick has entered that bathroom. If they can do it themselves, great. They should just hang on to a disinfectant bottle on their own. But if they can't, you do want to hit it every time. You also want to keep their trash can. Give them their own setup trash can. Usually we do this anyway, just especially if you have a stomach virus. But keep them their own trash can. Give them a place to put all of their Kleenexes and all of any of the trash that they might use while they're in their room being sick. Keep their clothes separate from the other laundry. If you have someone who's sick and you grab their laundry and you go and you add it into the others, just to be safe, especially with the coronavirus, just do it separately. Wait till they're done, give them a place to just keep putting their clothes that they're changing, and then grab those clothes up and do a separate load there. And here's a thought for some of you who do not have a washer and dryer in your house. Maybe you're in an apartment and you have to go down to the basement. If you can, great. But if you are stuck to a place where you can't actually do any of your cleaning and laundry, then I would suggest putting it all into a big trash bag and leaving it outside or in a closet that you won't be going back into, and keeping it quarantined out in another area until the time comes that you can leave your house to actually go and tackle that project. If you have children and they have their toys, you definitely want to take the time to disinfect a lot of the toys they've been playing with. If you have a kid that is sick, I would suggest removing all of the toys and giving them a select bin of toys that they can play with so that you know which ones are getting touched and you don't have to go through and keep cleaning every toy. And you can just rotate the bin out with new toys every other day and disinfect those while they're playing with those so they don't get bored. Because everybody's situation is different. If it's you who is sick, if it's a family member that is sick, if it's a small child that is sick, if it's an elderly parent who is sick, Everyone's situation is different. So what I'm going to advise here is that you just think through where they have been. Try to keep them in their own area. Try to keep them a little bit quarantined. I know that can be hard, especially if you have a small one who needs you. But think through where they've been and then just follow that trail and clean up everything. I mean, you won't go wrong by overdoing it. So my suggestion is, if you're going to continue checking someone's temperature, to take the cap, if it's not been used and it's already clean, and put it somewhere else. You don't need it until it's ready to go back after being disinfected and go back to its rightfully home in the medicine cabinet. What we want to do, every time they use it, they just keep it back in here. They come in, they wipe it off, they use it, they put it back. Also, what you can do is have this little spot here. Keep a little bit of a rag here, so anytime they use the bathroom and they need to, they can just wipe off anything and go right back to bed. They say, who says? I do not know much about these two things, but if you can do your research, if you have a steam cleaner at your house, that might be perfect for cleaning your couches and your rugs and a lot of different items inside your house. But I don't know a lot about that, but I just wanted to put that out there for you, because if you do, go and do the research and, let me know too. I'd like to know. And also they say UV light. I don't know a lot of us who have that in our house, but if you do, go research on how to use that as well. Okay, you guys, that was like really serious. And it is serious, but I seriously don't want to be that serious. So I am going to lighten it up a little bit by asking you a couple questions. I want to ask you, if you had to pick one of these items, 2 week, month, or however long this ends up lasting for you, only got to pick one. What TV show would it be? What movie would you choose? What game would you choose if you only had one board game? And what snacky food? You have all your essentials, but if you had like one snacky food and that was it, what would your 4 be? That's a wrap on this day. Now I gotta go because I'm trying to get some more videos out for you and I have a lot of work ahead of me. I hope you guys are all staying home and staying safe and staying positive and having fun. Try to have fun. Subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to ring the bell. The bell basically just notifies your phone. It'll pop up and let you know that a video has been uploaded. And you definitely want to stick around for the other videos that are coming out. They're all pretty exciting. To me, anyway. All right, see you next time. Nailed it finally!
Yep.
Woo! We're gonna start with the kitchen. Why? Because I don't know where else to start. This is very confusing to me. There, messy.
Okay, we're rolling.
Actually, really made it look like someone's been sick. Yeah, that's more like it. Next thing I want to talk about, actually it's gonna say sick, sickos. No, that's not what it's gonna say. And then we are gonna have laundry and upholstery. Pull your pants, legs up. So there is that. And then Jack. No cats were harmed in the making of this video. I don't know what I want to say. I just felt like I wanted to not be so serious. People are like, who doesn't have a dishwasher? We do, but we don't use it. So there's that. It gets really tangly. He's not happy with me. I'm trying to show them. If you don't want me to show them, get out of the film. Anyway. Holy crap, we got it!